Hello, this is your paranormal archaeologist, Digital Archaeology, bringing you 10 more of the scariest encounters ever caught on camera. Let's have a look, shall we? In this first one, posted to the ghost section of Reddit, the OP states that he was given this video. It's his friend's son has captured what he believes are shadow people. He states that the home where his friend and family are living used to be the regional doctor's house dating back to before the Civil War. So that's the United States. From what I've been told, there's a lot of paranormal activity. These are the first few videos captured during a night of intense occurrences. The three clips appear to show what shadows moving through the living room and up the stairwell. Let's have a look and see what was captured. So what do you seemingly make of this? As you can clearly see something going on. They're not, this is all just an elaborate hoax. Is a distinct possibility. Although the OP does state that the house is pre-Civil War, so that could lend some credence to this. But let me know how you feel about this one in the comments. In this next one, posted to the Paranormal Encounters section of Reddit, the OP states he lives in a home that's very active. He states that he's captured a couple of clips that he believes show some shadow people. Says in the first clip, there's a sliding glass door to the right, but the curtain is open, and you would be able to see a person walk by the light and some sort of weird whistle right before it moves. In the second clip, walking out of his kitchen, you can see a shadow at the beginning of the clip. I definitely was moving, but definitely not that fast. He also states he has a child that was sleeping in these clips, and the activity kicks off as soon as the house is silent. Let's have a look and see what the OP has captured. Do you seemingly make of these clips? As in the first clip, for me anyway, I find it very difficult to see what the OP is seeing. Maybe someone else can. I'm just not too sure. This first one. In that second clip, though, as we're about to see, you can definitely see something move very, very quickly across the screen. Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments, and on to the next. This next one posted to the Paranormal Encounter section of Reddit, the OP Form Examination 293 posted this clip that he says he believes is an illusion, but still a situation that freaked him out. He says he was chilling on his balcony sky watching and orb hunting. As we know, most orbs are usually just insects. When around 11 p.m., he reckons he heard a whistle about 20 to 30 feet away. He says he is from Kentucky, and I guess it's a rule in Kentucky where you don't investigate whistles at night, as you never know what you're going to find. He says there was not a single person remotely around where this whistle came from. He says it was very blurry, camera would not focus, and even when looking through binoculars, it was still blurry. Let's have a look and see what he captured. You seemingly make of this one? Is this all just an illusion as the OP says, or is there something else going on here? I mean, it's definitely leaves, as people in the comments have said. But yeah, is it an illusion and just a trick of the mind and some pareidolia going on, or is there something more sinister? Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments, and on to the next. This next one posted to the paranormal section of our Reddit, the OP little underscore 1027 states that she lives in a paranormal house with her kids, or at least she believes so. And in this clip, one of the kids' toys, I guess, was going off as she thinks the toy was entertaining a paranormal entity. Let's have a look. So, what do you seemingly make of that? Is this truly paranormal entity playing with a children's toy? Or as many people in the comments section have speculated, simply a cheap toy malfunctioning in some way, given, it's just a children's toy and they are known to act strange. Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments. Now to the next. In this next one, posted to the paranormal encounter section of Reddit, the OP has titled this Spirit Allegedly Following a Person. He states that a friend of his sent him this video thinking it was a spirit allegedly following a man and suddenly disappeared afterwards. The OP, although thinks it's just another person who didn't have a flashlight, given how dark it was, and the poor quality camera that was recording. Let's have a look. What do you seemingly make of that? As there's clearly someone behind the individual with the flashlight. Is it a paranormal entity? Who knows? And then definitely said there was something or someone there. As I said, and the OP said, more than likely it's just another person without a flashlight, given that they clearly have shape and mass to them. Although it is very dark. And it's almost like it's being filmed with a potato camera. Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments. To the this next one posted to the paranormal section of Reddit. The OP states that he lives in a shared house in the city of Ireland with three other people. A couple of weeks ago, he says one of his housemates were complaining about a banging sound in the middle of the night, but the area we live in is pretty rowdy, so he brushed it off. Last week, our shelf action figures toppled over while another one of my housemates was at home playing PS5. He said he watched it move and topple over, and I didn't believe him. He recently set up a camera in the living room. He asked, obviously, all for permission, fair enough. And he caught this on camera. Let's have a look and see what he captured. As you can see by that footage, that water bottle seemingly falls over by itself. I don't think anything was like in any strings or anything, as it's definitely moving. And you can tell that the two people sitting there are not paying any attention to it until it actually falls over. It's definitely pretty creepy. What do you think? Is this all just an elaborate hoax by the OP and his housemates? Or is this truly something paranormal? Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments, and on to the next. This next one posted to the paranormal section of Reddit. The OP states that he was taking these photos of this abandoned Victorian beauty. It's clearly house. He says there was an eerie stillness as he was taking his photos. He was swiping through when he caught something on the last photo he took. Let's have a look. So as you can see, the outside of the house, obviously overgrown with time, trees. He said he was taking these photos of these stairs, seemingly innocent looking stairs, and another one when you can kind of make something out right at the top. Then the OP gives us this photo, obviously zoomed in, of that object, whatever it is. It's definitely see-through, but let me ask you, is this simply pareidolia and a trick of the mind? As it's obviously a very old house and obviously a lot of dust. Or is it something more paranormal? Me looking at this one, I think it's more just pareidolia. But I'll leave that to you. And on to the next. This next one posted to the paranormal section of Reddit. The OP states that this clip was taken at night while she was driving, and she was just pointing her iPhone in all directions. Obviously, you should never do that. Unsure of what, if anything, she'd captured, she was driving along Gibson Road in Nashua, New Hampshire. Apparently, this is an old country road, and there's a cemetery at the other end of it, and the woods surrounding both are legend to be some of the most haunted places in the country. There's many examples of odd things I have seen in my Gibson footage throughout the past year and a half, but I wonder if you see anything here. Let's have a look and see what was captured. So what do you seemingly make of that? As clearly at one point there is sort of white mass that the OP captures. Uh, in the comments, obviously, because of this, there is much speculation that it's simply a house. Um, like there, you can definitely see something thanks to those arrows, but yeah, is it a house and it's simply pareidolia? And because the OP is obviously filming this while driving, and doesn't really know what he's capturing. Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments. And on to the next. In this next one, posted to the ghost section of Reddit, the OP states that this is a photo from Savannah, Georgia. He states that last month, him and his girlfriend went to Savannah. We were going all in on the ghost side of stuff because she loves the paranormal. They stayed at the Marshall House and going to all the most haunted spots. He says they didn't really catch much, and truthfully, he says he's a skeptic about the paranormal world. While at on a venture, we were both taking photos. As we were leaving, I took a few last photos to review later, and to the best of our memories, there wasn't a stone or monument at the end where I took the photo. We even Google mapped it and looked, and at the exact spot, they were saying there was nothing there other than bushes. The skeptic in the OP has tried to explain it away. A person, we just didn't see it from afar, a statue or a monument that was built since the Google Maps photo, but I'd be lying if I said this doesn't look like a cake lined with flowers. We came up pretty empty on bright ghosts. But I thought maybe you guys could help. You guys being the wider Reddit community that he has posted this to. Let's have a look and see what was captured. As we can see, this is a photo, I'm guessing the Google Maps photo of the street where he took it. From what I've gathered from the comment section, the OP is talking about this section right here. As you can see, there definitely is something there. And then this is the zoomed in photo of, as the OP said, a ghost bride with flowers. I don't know about you, but it's definitely hard to know what he's looking at. Or is it right there, maybe? Now that I think about it, I think that's what the OP was actually looking at, not this. I apologize. But I mean, it's definitely hard to see. Could it be, as people in the comment section about this one have said, simply a gravestone the OP didn't know about? The OP said, maybe? Who's to say? But as I said, the OP said he didn't see anything that he could contribute to this. Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments. On to the next. In this last one posted to the ghost section of Reddit, the OP states that he was sitting on his couch watching a movie late at night when he had a knock at the front door, and he was at his door within 10 seconds. He said he checked the property and every building on it with no one in sight. He said 40 minutes later, he got this video in his backyard of a figure walking by, not just once, but twice. Let's have a look and see what was captured. As you can see, there's definitely something walking back and forth in his backyard. And it's definitely looking like it is translucent. Could it be something paranormal? Or is it something else the OP wasn't aware of? And due to this being a ring camera of sorts, is just blurring the image of the individual. Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments. Until next time, digital archaeology. For more spooky videos, watch this next video.